love these sort of little intermissions we have because I kind of build up energy, find out all the excitement that's going on. It's absolutely fabulous. And I have a gentleman with me that I've known for some time in Vegas, and he's been filming me many, many times on red carpets, blue carpets, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere. He's like kind of all over the town. Jimmy, how are you?
I'm doing good, good. We filmed all over.
We've filmed everywhere. We've been sort of, we kind of the ins and outs and red carpets, blue carpets, whatever they have.
Exactly.
Whatever they have in Vegas,
all the time. Or whatever backdrops, too.
I haven't been on a green carpet yet, but I've been on a green background.
There you go, on the green screen.
The green screen,
yes.
And then we have Edward, and of course, I'm going to brag a little bit about Edward because Edward is actually from England.
Yep.
But he's actually from Oxford, and apparently I've been finding out a little information on him just to see if he fits in with where I come from, because we have this awful thing in England of culture and families and not necessarily money. It's how you speak. And your father was actually a teacher, or was he a professor, at Oxford University?
He was an engineer.
An engineer?
Yes, he was an engineer for the doctors at the university.
Oh, the university.
So he would basically build stuff for the doctors.
Really?
So if there was ever any project going on, he
would be involved in it, and
he would be the one building.
Was he the head one there, the head professor there?
He wasn't a professor, he was just the engineer.
Just the engineer.
In the workshop.
Now you see, in America you would call him probably a professor. In England, a professor is an extremely high up here, but you have to earn that name to get up there, and it's used, and when you're a professor, you're very, very well known. And
yes.
You're very sort of, oh yes, it's different.
Interesting, a little different than here.
It's very different than here. When you say like someone's a professor here, they like roll it off like it's nothing. And because I don't take it at that, because I don't professor. Oh my goodness, we kind of we're out there, but you don't do that in America.
Some people use it as a nickname, or maybe even as a DJ name or something.
Professor,
just call me the professor.
The professor, the DJ. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't that? I wonder how well that would go down in England.
I'm not so sure. Yeah.
I'm not so sure either. What brought you to America? Apart from the plane.
Facebook mainly. I met someone on Facebook online, and we came and we met together, and I just didn't ever leave.
Isn't that amazing? See what Facebook does now. I'm on Facebook, Vegas Live with Ninon, and the communication. You're on Facebook, and is this. You both being younger. This Facebook thing, it's like, this is where you meet each other, or you get contacts, or business,
Absolutely,
everything.
Yeah, we live in a very interesting time period where social media is where people can go to meet and talk, or even find out about events, or even find out about this event, or whatever
absolutely.
it is.
Whatever
or even
it is.
show videos on there as well, too.
So if it wasn't for Facebook, you would not be in Vegas.
Totally, yeah, that's right.
See, that's a great example on Facebook. What an advertisement for Facebook, hey? Come on. Even if you come from Oxford, which is the upper crust of England, believe me, this is one of the most prestigious places in England, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if not
Oxford
the...
or Cambridge.
Or Cambridge. Well, no, it's Oxford first, and then Cambridge. I think that's how it sort of goes. They are very close.
Yeah,
Oxford,
they are
but
very...
if you come from Oxford, you really come from it.
They have their boat race every year, so they're kind of like...
And they really do have that boat race, don't they? Cool. They row there, and it's a
I'm
real
lost
fight.
in this one. I'm surrounded by English here.
Well, we're not going to leave you out of it, because now I want to find out. By the way,
I'm fine listening about
Jimmy
the boat races.
Jimmy has a fabulous business in town. It's called BIZVID.
BIZVID, yes.
And BIZVID, I want to make sure I get it right, because for some unknown reason I never get the name quite right. So it's BIZVID, and you've been here for some time.
Oh yeah, I've been doing video production for over 7 years. Before that I was doing printing, graphic design, and things of that nature. I had a printing company here. BIZVID is short for business video, so that'll be an easy way for you to remember.
Yeah, business video.
So BIZVID is short for business video, and what we do is we specialize in filming, producing, and editing videos for businesses. So in turn, those businesses can put those videos on their website or advertise on social media, like what we're talking about. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn.
I've got to get you to advertise on our show, because we're getting so many people that are watching us and with us, so we've got to get
some videos
on there and start getting things rolling for you, because I've got a lot of people that really, and it's created a lot of business for them, so it's really sort of moving, which was not my original idea, but
Yeah.
because I've got some advertisers, like the Pepper Mill, they're one of our sponsors, and then I have David Burke. I think it's David Burke. He had a gym up in Summerlin.
Oh yeah,
and
been there. It's nice.
It's fabulous.
I filmed there.
Yeah, have you? Yeah, well,
We
they've got a
filmed
great
some-
place to film there,
They
haven't
do
they?
have a great place.
Absolutely
Yeah, we filmed some
fabulous.
exercise videos there,
They
and it
have.
came out real good. But yeah, I mean, right now through social media, it opened up a whole different avenue. So people, instead of paying like 20,000, 30,000 advertise on television, more eyes are going more toward the internet. I mean, there's
Absolutely.
like, I mean, I don't even know what the statistics are, but it's like over 50 to 60 billion videos are being watched in a month just here in this country. So
And you're absolutely right, because I started going on the internet, doing my show on the internet. I've done many of them. I've had 4 or 5 different shows on the internet, and now I have this one. But I originally had Voices of Tomorrow, which was television, but I always wanted to go on the internet because I love where internet was going.
Yeah.
And I also love the younger generation because they've got so many ideas and so many things going on. So I've been in the internet, TV internet, for many years.
Yes. Yeah.
And I absolutely love it, but I'm hearing from you that this is where everybody's going.
Absolutely.
What's your question? Do they, this is what I fathomed out, was they like things that are a little bit short.
they do. The attention span, I mean,
It's
we're
not-
exactly.
not an hour.
We're very ADD as a society. So, I mean, for a commercial, we like to try and keep it still to around that 30-second. But with internet, we do have the flexibility to go a little bit longer. So it doesn't. It's not like a TV commercial where it has
No.
to be 30 seconds. You can do 45 seconds or a minute. And also, if
You can
somebody
any time you like, actually, can't you?
You can. You can. What we like to do is we like to do a about a 3-minute video and then do like a 30-second trailer. Kind of like you get the movie and then you have the trailer. So if
I was a
somebody
30-second.
yes,
Yeah, 30
you
is
have
perfect.
your 30-second trailer, and if they're interested, they can go onto the website of that business and find out more information. But what we like to do is do a shorter version so we can put that on
So you
on
put the
internet.
30-second, which you know they're going to watch
On
that
social
30
media.
second on social
Yeah.
media,
Yeah.
and then if they like that, then they can click a little button.
Yes.
This is the fascinating part about the internet.
And on Facebook, you can actually put that website right at the end of the video. So if they like it, they can just go on to click on the video and go right to
just
the
re-click
website.
it.
Yeah. And on YouTube, you can do that too. You can just click right on
I'm
the
going
video.
to say, my producer is John Grip. So John Grip, I'm just talking to you right now. So don't forget what he just said. You know, remember that. Put that up here in the brain box, because if you can do a 30-second and then you come over and see the rest of the 3 minutes.
You can hyperlink it. Absolutely. Remember
Hyperlink
that.
it. Oh, hyperlink it. There you go. Hyperlink it, John.
You can do that in emails as well as hyperlink and go to a video.
And
So
go
you
to a
can send,
video.
You can send emails out and then they can go right to a video.
That's-
And the
so
thing is people don't want to read as
Do you
much
like this
anymore.
change?
I do. Well, I'm in the industry,
You're in
so
the
I have to.
He's got to like it.
I do. But, I mean, I was in printing before, so I mean,
Yes.
I transitioned out of the fact that people don't want to read. People don't want to go to their mailbox when they are looking for products and services. If you're looking for something to buy, you don't go run into your mailbox anymore. Maybe
you
in the
don't.
80s and 90s or whatever, you would have. But now people go online. They'll search it on social media. They'll search it on Google, and they will search it on YouTube, which is now the second most searched website on the internet.
Well, we've got a
So-
YouTube coming out, actually. John's
YouTube
doing
video.
it. Yeah, we've got a YouTube coming out, YouTube page and videos.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're going to have it's being put
Gotta have
together
one,
right
yeah.
now, because we've got so much now. And I was talking to John, my producer, today, and he said, well, Ninon, he said, we've got so much stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you know, we can now start putting it out there. We didn't want to put 2 or 3 out there, we wanted to put a lot out there.
Yeah.
But now I want to find out, how did you get hold of Edward? And obviously you're in the business. You started the business in England, the same media, social media, or what?
I've just been within computers for about 20 years. So computers and graphic
How old
design.
did you start when you were, what, 3? He's awfully young looking, isn't he?
I'm actually 37.
37. He's eligible for someone out there. I have a young
there you
lady
go,
here, actually.
so-
I have a young lady, Christine Barr, and
you're
she's
gonna
also
set up
eligible.
right
So she's looking at me right now, and she's
No,
shaking
he's
her
taken.
head. Oh, he's taken.
His girlfriend
he's
will be
taken.
mad.
Oh,
will
that's
be.
right. Your girlfriend got you over here, and you're
Yes.
still with her. Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. So anyway, back into what you were. So you're more into the computer business.
I started with computers, and I've been in and around computers over the years, but I've been more keen on the video side of things for the last few years.
Really?
And we-
are you watching what Jimi says about going into the internet and how it's all working there?
Yeah, I make them
And-
take notes.
Jimmy has a lot to say, and You know,
And
I'm
you
always
absorb it
listening,
all. You
always
absorb
listening.
it all. So
Yes.
how did
And
you?
about 80% is good information.
I love this. I love it. How did you find Edward?
Just through an ad. So
Through an ad?
I
On the
can't-
internet?
Yep.
See,
So,
and we
an
got
ad
back
through the
again
internet.
into the internet,
Yeah.
and this is what I love because this is what we do. We're on internet, purely internet, and I was going to see if I could get onto a television station here, but I don't think I need to. I think the internet's sort of even better.
Yeah, especially. I mean, you're talking about a lot of young people, younger generation. They're
Love it.
watching more internet videos than they're watching television. So
And what do they like
And
to
you can
watch
even watch
the most? And where is it gravitating to?
YouTube, I would say, is the most watched.
YouTube is the
Yes.
most watched one. And how long do they like their videos? 30 seconds, minute, 2 minutes, and as you were saying, 30 seconds to get into. If they don't want it, go to the next one.
Yeah.
fast
Yeah,
videos. I mean,
it's-
nobody really wants to watch a video for 4 or 5 or 6 minutes.
No.
So I mean, that just starts getting into. It depends on what it is.
Depends on the subject. If you make it interesting enough,
Yeah.
like we're going to make this interesting enough, so don't you
Exactly.
dare go away.
Don't change it.
Don't change
This
it
is
at all.
interesting enough.
Don't change it till I decide to change it. Now, what made you go from sort of
From
doing,
printing.
from printing and doing all that stuff into video?
Well-
Because you're really, really, really good.
Thank you. Oh, I
You are.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you are. Great. I recommend him 100%.
Good plug. So what we were doing is we were doing graphic design and we were doing printing. A lot of them were postcard mailers, trifold brochures, presentation folders, things of that nature for businesses. And especially with the mailers, I mean, a lot of our clients, as the internet was growing and it went from like 2000 to 5, and more people were starting to look for websites, they just weren't getting the return on their investment. I mean, it's expensive to do 50,000 postcard mailer.
It is expensive.
It's probably about
They've got to get the
16,000.
printing,
Yeah, the
they've got to someone to
printing.
design it.
The
printing,
mailing.
The mailing.
Postage alone is over probably around $12,000 on 50,000 mailers. So what we've done is, we've taken, instead of doing like a postcard, we film a video, which is actually better because it's more visual. I mean,
Yes.
they say a picture says 1,000 words, but a video says a million,
million words.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
you get a chance to actually see what that business's products, their services, what specials they have to offer, and contact information right there in a video, and we can send it out through social media. And instead of going to 50,000 people, you could hit maybe, you could hit 100,000, 200,000,
Easily,
and it's
easily.
going all around. I mean, it's like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's like having a salesperson for that business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's amazing.
absolutely amazing. On that, we're going to take a little break. We're going to show our ads now because this is what we're all about, advertising. So we're going to come back. They're absolutely amazing. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about advertising in Vegas. We're going to find out what's going on here. We'll be right back. Welcome to Vegas Live. I'm Ninon, and of course we're shooting down here at my studio. I call my studio is at the Pepper Mill, which is obviously Las Vegas Boulevard, right next to the Riviera. And as I said before, they're going to pull the Riviera down. Well, that was one of the very famous hotels here, but everything is replaceable, and I guess that's going to be replaced by, I think it's a parking lot for the convention center for Westgate. So, things go around. And
I hope it's a really nice parking
I
lot.
hope it's
Because
a-
how can you replace the Riviera? I
You
mean,
can't.
that's a classic.
That's a classic, I know.
And you even went to some of those last
Oh,
parties.
Yes, I did. Went to the party at the Penthouse.
You didn't
Yeah,
get my invite,
You didn't.
but-
Yeah, you did.
But you went.
I
See,
should've-
you're part
I
of the
should've-
upper crust or whatever they call
I'm the
it.
upper crust. Yeah, Edward and I, we get to go. Oh, we
You
pretend.
got
we,
an invite
we
too.
pretend
I didn't
to-
have the accent.
Yeah, we seem to crawl in there and everything else and all that. But I'm talking to two wonderful gentlemen. We got Edward and we got Jimmy, and they've got BIZVID, which is their company, and you're now involved with it. What do you do now in BIZVID? What are your position?
Mainly sales and marketing that I'm doing at the moment, and just talking to businesses and hoping.
And getting them to
trying get
advertise
them,
and to get them to start getting him to do their
Yes,
videos
yes.
and to do all their stuff and
Yes,
everything.
basically to sign them up, to get them keen for one of our videos,
Just
How
getting people to
hard
learn
is
about
it? Yeah, how hard is it
people
to
to
get
learn, yeah.
people to sort of do this? Because I've found that it's very hard in Vegas. They don't seem to want to spend the money for it.
I think one of the biggest obstacles is people think video production costs a lot of money.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that we've kind of changed the whole ball game. We changed the rules on it. I mean, usually you go to a video production company, and I mean, if it's a TV commercial, they're going to charge you $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000 to film it.
Yes.
That's what a lot of businesses still have in mind. Now, if they think of a video for the internet, businesses, most of them are still charging about $1,000 to $1,500. You know, because that's about what it costs to produce a video for a business.
Yes.
But what we do is, since we do social media promotion, we put it on our BIZVID directory, which we can talk about in a minute.
Yes.
We can bring that cost down to a monthly fee. So they're paying, like, you know, around $69 a month instead of paying $1,500 right up front. And then that's
that
for
you've
a year.
got a beautiful
Yeah.
brochure, and if I remember rightly on the brochure, you've got 3 different prices, or 2. Is it 3 different prices?
There's 3 different prices.
3 different prices you've got. What is the least expensive price, and what do you get for that?
The least expensive is if you sign up with the BIZVID promotion.
Yes.
We actually film it for free. We don't even charge to film the video.
Okay.
And they just charge a small fee for production, which is for editing, and then they charge a monthly fee of, well, usually it's $79 a month, but right now we're offering a special for $69 a month.
$69 a month.
Uh-huh.
That's
And,
social media.
That's
being
on
filmed.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we are rotating the video constantly on there. And we
Okay.
have different groups on.
How long is the video?
The video is about 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds to a minute. So this is really, really worthwhile.
Oh, absolutely. And they can put that video on their website too.
They can use it
because-
themselves, or you also promote it on your side
Yes.
as well.
And I'll tell you a statistic. I got to throw this
Yeah,
in there.
throw this out.
I'm all
on
excited.
this. Come on, come on.
You know, what is the statistic? It's like less than 15% of the people that go to a website will actually read all the content on a website. But over 80% will actually press the play button if there's a video on there. That's how important a video is on a website. People don't want to read anymore.
They don't.
They want to
They
see
want
a
video. And that's what we found
They
out
don't want
with
to
us.
read about products and services. They
No.
want to see. It's like show
Yeah.
me.
Show me, show me, show me.
Instead of the show me
now
state,
and
it's
make it
the show me
short.
country or show me
Show
world.
me and make it
Yeah.
short. And actually, when we talk about this, we are talking about the world, because when we talk about the internet, well, it's just for Vegas, and I said, no, the internet is not just for Vegas. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes anywhere.
Uh-huh.
So what's your second price? So that's a bargain, $69 monthly to have all that. Pretty cool.
And then if they just want to have a video and they don't want the social media promotion, we can do that for another fee, which is, it depends on what the video contains, but we usually keep it under $1,000, somewhere right around $600 to $700.
Okay.
If they just want to have a video professionally filmed, edited, do some little bit of motion graphics and titling on there, make it look great. And then we also have a price if they want to have a longer video. So that's a video if they go onto their website. Then it gets into more detail. You could have the shorter video on your website, but then you also want to have one that gets into more detail on what
So
a
they
product
can do
and
this
service
click
are.
thing you were saying, where you have this 30-second,
Yes.
they can click on that,
And then
on
go
the
on to a
actual
longer
picture,
one.
and go on to the
Yes.
longer one.
Or they could click on it to go have somebody call them, or they can click on it to have it go right to an order form or whatever else you want.
Isn't this amazing, the new technology of social media, because it's all now. I have a young lady that does all my social media. Her name is Christine Barr, and she's absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
She's sitting right here, and she has
She's doing
Bar
social
None.
media right
She's
now as we
she's doing
speak.
social media right now. She's probably been filming it and everything else.
Uh-huh.
And this is what it is now. It's not. It's more talking, vision, sing, show me, show me, show me.
Yeah.
So what's the last price? Because we've got
That
3
was.
prices. That was the last
Yeah,
price.
that-
Okay, so we got the $69. Then the
And then you have a little bit one that if they just want to have that video and we're not doing any social media promotion,
last
it's
7
around
to 8
seven-
times.
yeah.
And then the last
And the
one
last
is the
one usually-
social media and the video.
Yeah, social media and the video, and usually something like that will run, I'd say somewhere around $1,500 to
$1,500.
$2,000, depending on the
To
video.
produce it.
Yeah.
Now, what would it cost them to have that monthly as well? So, so
And
they
we can also do that and break it down into a
break it
monthly
down
fee.
so that you could break that down into a monthly thing
Yeah.
forever and a day, or however how long you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you would have to pay, I guess, up front something, because that's a little more expensive for the video.
Yeah,
to do
depending
all
on
that,
which package,
to
yeah.
be on the package.
So, I mean-
and then that could go into a monthly thing. I'm giving him ideas here, because you could have each one on a monthly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
No,
the,
we
the
actually do.
$69
We do.
one.
Our whole
whole-
structure is based on people paying a monthly, so that and then it's usually based on like a year contract or a 2-year contract, and depending on what it is their monthly fee. So I mean, it makes it very affordable.
Yes.
So
well, that's the idea of Vegas.
We want to make it affordable for every business. I mean, almost every business should be able to afford between 60 to 80 to $100 a month for advertising.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I mean, we keep it right in that range. So we're nothing outrageous. Like
no, and I think they always have in businesses. They always have a set side for their marketing and for their business. What difference do you see doing the same thing in England as doing it here? Is it the same or different?
It would be very similar, I guess. It would be. I'm pretty sure it would be very similar situation.
So you didn't actually
because
do that there?
No.
No. All you did was
It's been mainly computers and graphic design.
So now you're doing something a little different,
Yes.
which is sales and sort of promoting, and then you're able to talk to people about what you get and how it's done and how it's filmed. They can. Do you have a studio?
yes, we do.
So
we
you
have a green
your own
screen studio.
They have
Absolutely.
a green. Now, if you don't know what a green screen studio is, all it is a green thing behind you, and they film you, and they can put anything. They can put
It has
your
to be
own
lighted
logo.
good too. Lighting is important.
Yeah, lighting. Well, lighting and sound are very important.
Oh, absolutely.
They're very,
Sound
well, and filming. They're all three are very important. But then you can put any scene you want behind for the green screen. And that's why you have a green screen. It's not a green room. It's a green screen. So that can
Green
sort
screen
of
studio, yeah,
green screen
absolutely.
studio, and you have that. So they can put anything they want behind there. If they want to put their own nightclub, and they don't want you to film at their nightclub,
Oh, yeah.
they can
We
have.
could put them in front of the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. We could put them on top of the Stratosphere on Fremont Street, whatever we want. But a lot of times we put a logo and we put
I was
motion
thinking a
graphics
logo
and
whatever,
things like
whatever
that.
you want.
Yeah.
You know, promoting your business because
Uh-huh.
that's what it's all about. How hard is it in Vegas? Because I've seen a little bit. I see a little harder in Vegas of people wanting to spend money as of trying to advertise or advertising their business. I think it's getting better because I think more people are coming. More out of town people are coming into town, knowing more about advertising.
Yeah.
So is it?
Well,
moving
Vegas has been pretty good with advertising. We have our billboards around town. You have a lot of the shows that advertise
Yes.
and things like that. Vegas does know how to advertise. We have some really good ad agencies out here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really is.
Do you work with them?
I do. I
You
do. I
do?
work with some. We just did some videos for television. So we do television commercials
Of course,
too.
yeah.
So, and usually that's what they're looking for. I'm trying to teach them a little bit more. I'm pushing the social media videos as well
Absolutely,
too.
yeah.
So it's exactly like what Edward's doing, is helping to just really help people with the knowledge, because it is still kind of new. I
Yes.
mean, it really is something that's a new industry.
Well, social
People aren't-
media. The word social
Yeah.
media has always been out there.
And people
But
get
it's-
confused
yes.
a lot of times on what do I do with social
What
media.
is-
you
well,
know?
they
Or
don't know
search
what
engine
social- yeah.
optimization and things like that.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I did want to say that if anybody wants to see our videos too, they can go to the BIZVID.com website. So if we're talking about the green screen
Yes.
studio, and they want to see like some of the backgrounds we've done, because we've
Yeah.
done some really cool ones.
So
you
they can go there.
to BIZVID.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the website.
BIZVID.com. You can find them out there. That's their website. And
Short for business videos.
business, there you go. It makes it easy for me. Business videos. And of course, we're down here at the Pepper Mill, so we're giving advertising to the Pepper Mill. Well, we advertise everybody, so anybody who wants to come and advertise on my show, hey, come on in. You know where to find me. Vegas Live with Ninon on Facebook. And also we have a website. Well, we're actually building a website, so that's not out quite yet. We are definitely a new company. I like to always brag about where we're sitting
Oh,
at
it's
the
gorgeous,
Pepper Mill. Isn't it
Isn't it?
beautiful?
I love the
but wait a
way that's-
second.
Very nice.
This is Elvis Presley's booth.
This
So
one here?
This one we're sitting. You're probably sitting where Elvis Presley
Oh,
sat. So
wow, there
does
you
it
go.
feel more comfortable? I love to
Thank you
do
very
that. I
much.
love to bring them up. And of course, I have John Grip, who is my producer, and then also I have Christine Barr. She does our social media. So we have this whole thing coming together, and everything is absolutely beautiful. Jimmy, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Edward,
inviting
lovely
me.
to meet you, and we'll try to pass business your way. You're absolutely
Very much.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
I'd just like to
Yes,
say the 2016 is the year to be seen, so definitely give us a call.
Okay,
Right.
2016 is the year to be seen. Well, I know one thing for sure. You're going to see this face in a lot of places. We'll be back.